Well, so we have the newspapers in the studios, and let's see which one we can start with. All right, okay. So we start with the Finder. The front page of the Finder has a story. Jamapa Commission's report: $1.2 million blown, no receipts, no invoices. Akonsobo Dam to shed 125 megawatts as VRA is set to shut down 1 unit due to low water levels, and Kuwait donates to Muslims. We also had the MPP primaries, and apparently an incumbent MP also lost his bid to become the parliamentary candidate again for his constituency. We'll see how that goes. I want to know, was that of Tama West held?
Not Washi's area?
I don't think so.
No.
Right. Okay.
It was our dear friend, Ni Kwate Titus Glover.
Yeah.
But he won.
Oh, he won?
Even though it was pretty close, but he won.
That's a shame. He was lucky. Okay, front page of the Daily Heritage. Ochehene rally support for Mahama. We also have stop using aphrodisiac, Atachia tells old man. We have other stories. One of the best newspapers we have around, The Punch. Government worried over depreciation of the cedi. And another good one, The Telegraph, the General Telegraph. Kojo Bonsu, KMA halt to court as Kumasi traders move to stop KJT terminal project. And 2,400 Ghanaian children below 15 infected with HIV. First Lady calling for urgent remedial action. We have other stories on the front page as well. Stephen Appiah hangs up boots. And I remember when the national anthem was being played in prelude to the main march, well, he was shedding some tears. I don't know whether
he was tearing.
Well, a little
but
bit.
He hasn't really played in a very long time, so.
Well, but it's that, sometimes.
I don't know. The memories should be pretty old.
Right, yes. Very old, actually. The Informer. Appoint Nana Addo's wife as EC chair. Kufuor associate pleads with Mahama. That's Gabi's implied logic. UN praises Ghana strides towards women empowerment. And NACOP is facing challenges, according to Minister. Those are the stories we have.
Let me do the...
Okay.
You finish.
You have some of them?
Because I'm going to go on myjoyonline.com.
All right. So go through them. I'm sure you get a couple of them.
Okay.
Also.
So these are some of the headlines as captured by myjoyonline.com. Let me do the graphic. The Daily Graphic newspaper says threat to resign en masse. GMA decides today. So the Ghana Medical Association will today hold a crucial meeting to decide whether to embark on its planned mass resignation on Wednesday, July 1, 2015, following the inability of the government to give them conditions of service. Also, Abu Abu flood kills one. Residents take to the streets. We have nowhere to go. June 3 disaster victims at 37 military hospital cry out. So apparently some victims of the June 3, 2015 flood and fire disaster have refused to go home after they were discharged by the authorities at the 37 military hospital because they don't have anywhere else to return to. Daily Guide, NP flawed in NPP elections, and is talking about the Upper Dentra East constituency, where over the weekend they dumped incumbent Member of Parliament Ben Kofi Aye as it elected Samuel Nsoa-Jan as its parliamentary candidate to represent the party in the 2016 general elections. West Blue deal in limbo. The presidency is coming under a lot of fire for a potential breach of the Public Procurement Acts 2003 as the government moves to award a juicy multi-million-dollar contract to West Blue. That's in the Daily Guide newspaper. Also, blows over Mahama boys. Confusion has erupted between Vincent Kwagbenu, the newly appointed executive director of the Youth Employment Agency, formerly known as the Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Agency. If you're interested in reading a lot more details, you've got to grab the Daily Guide to get the information. Also, let's move on. The General Telegraph newspaper now. Kojo Bonsu, KMA halt to court. Okay, so this information Roland has already shared with us. Let me talk about the Today newspaper. And it says Minerals Commission fights PMMC over Meramix Company Limited, and fuel shortage hits police. Operation Cars grounded. So apparently the new police policy by the Mahama administration to let oil marketing companies decide the prices of their own imported petroleum fuel is already taking casualties among the public service institutions. The paper is reporting. The BNFT says saving the city. Last week's announcement by the Bank of Ghana to pump some $20 million a day into the economy to save the fallen city is a curious attempt that touches the depth of the central bank's pocket. For more, you have to grab the BNFT. Also, IFC to advise on who runs ECG. Business Day, GOIL in danger. The Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, Senyo Hosi, has described GOIL's move to maintain its prices after the NPA introduced the petroleum price liberalization and unsustainable and so the description is unsustainable and unwise for commercial entities. You realize that GOIL has decided not to increase the prices of super and diesel, so the prices stay the same, but you'd find that a lot of the others have increased, and that's what Senyo Hosi is talking about. Also, drivers to pay 800% on insurance. This issue, you hear one thing, you hear another, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's it for the newspapers as captured by myjoyonline.com. You can go to our website for more news though, and then you can go to the newspapers and grab your favorites and then read. Yeah, Roland? Okay,
so those are the summaries we have by way of the stories as they've been captured on the portal, myjoyonline.com. But talking about getting interactive, we know that you can always do that on a social network page on Facebook. Joy News on TV is the page's name, but also that page has a close link with a Twitter handle, and the handle is Joy News on TV. As you do that, though, you can also log on to our YouTube page. My Joy Online is a page that we have several videos. Talking about YouTube, though, we know that a new video has been released by Becca, also featuring, I believe, Ice Prince of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it's titled a new video called Steady, and the song is really, really great.
You like, eh?
Yeah, I love
that.
I
saw it, but I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, you should. It's great music.
Okay. Great music. So Wimbledon is beginning today. We'll see those defending champions. We're talking Djokovic and Serena Williams. I think they're playing today, but Kwame Juma, he's got a lot more details. Remember the testimonial game that happened on Saturday, very heavily attended. I've got a question for Kwame Juma. I watched that penalty that Stephen Appiah took, and 2 questions. Was it a proper penalty? 2, did the goalkeeper decide to just run in front of the post and not make an attempt to catch the ball?
I didn't want that penalty, so
I did.
And then, was it penalty or free kick?
Was it a free kick?
Yeah.
Free kick right there, like on the penalty spots.
Okay. Was it free kick?
In the penalties, huh?
It's a free kick. Oh, okay.
Really?
I didn't watch the match.
It wasn't taken there?
It was a free kick. It wasn't a penalty.
Charlie, okay.
According to
we'll see the playback.
Okay, we'll see the playback. And so, Kwame Juma will be around here to give us the details in sports. And so this day on, we'll have a lot more for you in sports.